Hi, I'm Francisco Benitez. I'm a sergeant and I served in Tbilisi, Georgia in 2019 to 2020. We were outside with some of the other Marines. We were basically done with what we had to do for the day, walking around the compound. Underneath one of the buildings of where we were located, we saw a bunch of puppies. I was just curious and wanted to see kind of how many there were and what they looked like. And inside that litter was one of the runts, and that ended up being Wilbur. Him and I kind of like, I don't know, when I first saw him, I kind of couldn't let him go, especially with how small he was. And we just clicked from that moment. Being away from my family was actually a lot more difficult than I anticipated it to be. Even though the deployment was, I was still able to have communication with them. Physically being away from family and friends was very, very difficult. So when I finally found Wilbur, it kind of filled up that little void, you know, like the thing of having someone who wanted to like be around me 24/7, physically being able to touch and kind of like hug something, being able to care for him. He really became like my rock. I had to reach out to the SPCA because Wilbur was in a very complicated area for him as a puppy to get any type of resources, is like food and water. In the training area that he was in, no one could really focus in on a puppy. They were out there to train. They were getting ready to push forward onto whatever deployments or whatever other training things that they needed to do. Finding out that the SPCA could help out bring Wilbur home was honestly a massive breath of fresh air. It was really good to know that I had an organization backing me to be able to take him and make him or put him in a better situation so that way he could live a long and healthy life. I absolutely love the SPCA. I think the organization is phenomenal. The attentiveness that they have towards the puppies and just the coordination of the process in general is absolutely amazing. And to everyone who supports them and who has helped make all this possible, I really, really appreciate it. And from the deepest part of my heart, I thank you. Without this organization, I know, especially the area that I was in, there would be a lot of puppies, a lot of dogs that would not be in great, wonderful homes like they are right now. What this organization does is amazing.